Good morning, everyone. I'm hoping your day is good. It is a Saturday morning, and I am in Minnesota, getting ready to go down to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I got to get a little bit of work done on my truck, and then, um, I'm going to go shower and eat and all that good stuff before my load's ready. But this is just a quick video to let you all know that I have decided that I am on a mission. Many of you know that I am starting the McDougall program. I have done low-fat, high-carb dieting before, never the McDougall program per se. I've done the raw vegan, which I enjoyed quite a lot, but I never seemed to be satisfied. So I was eating all the time to get the calories I needed also, because fruit tends to be very low in calories, as do vegetables. Also, I've done what, I don't know if many of you remember this, it was called the Susan Powter program, and where she had you get your fat count down below 10%, below 20%. And I did really great on that. It was many years ago when her program was popular. I lost 110 pounds, felt great, then started driving truck. And I had a big scare. I was really worried that I was not going to be able to get my health card, which you have to have in order to drive truck. I was afraid I wasn't going to pass the health exam because I had had some blood pressure issues, not real high, but close enough that I was worried about it. Thankfully, evidently that was a good day, and my blood pressure was well within range. But when I went to check my blood pressure before I went into the doctor's office a couple days before, it was a little elevated. And also, I weighed myself. Now, at my highest weight ever, I'm not exactly sure what it was. But before I got my Norplants removed, I was gaining weight really rapidly. And I don't know if I ever got above 350, but at 350 is when I wouldn't look at the scale anymore. And so that's why 110 pounds is all I know that I lost on the Susan Powter program, because that's when I wouldn't look at the scale. But I was determined at that point that I would never hit that number again. And when I went and weighed myself, I was at 348. Of course, I've been eating a lot of junk food. Vegan junk food, or mostly vegan junk food, but junk food all the same. You know, people ask, how are you fat and vegan? Well, Oreos are vegan. You know, on occasion, I have let a little bit of dairy slip in, because my tolerance for dairy is a little bit higher than it is for some of the other stuff, but it really sets off my asthma if I'm not careful. So I'm just like trying to, I try to be really careful, and I try to stay as vegan as possible, but on the truck, eating out of truck stops, it's not 100% possible usually. I mean, unless I just do salad bars, and then even then sometimes you're not sure about the dressings or whatever. So I'm starting the McDougall program. I'm going to be cooking in my truck as soon as I can get my inverter hooked back up. And But I love this restaurant called Who Hot. They are amazing if you're vegan, because they have a selection of meat products. They also have several different noodles if you've never eaten there. It's a Mongolian grill place. And then they have a huge vegetable bar. And then your sauces, and you pick your different sauces. So you can adjust your flavors, adjust your heat. You can play with your sauces. You can have, basically, you can be eating almost the same food and have different flavors every time you're there. And I think that they would be the perfect marriage, restaurant marriage for the McDougall program. Because even though they supply food for, your normal friends, quote unquote. Yeah, I know, air quotes, how class A. But they also have really good options for vegans. If you let them know that you're vegan or you have a food allergy, they will clean the grill and block off the area where they're going to prepare your food. And they'll use separate spatulas and stuff to flip your food, and they put the spatula they're using for your food on a plate right underneath where they're cooking your food, so that it's all separated. It's fabulous. And they're not only polite about doing it, but they're very friendly and nice. I've never really had a bad experience like with rudeness or anything like that at one of their restaurants. But I'm on a mission to get them to mark all their sauces to whether or not they're vegan and what their percentage of fat calories are. So if y'all would help me out with that, just go to whohot.com, arrow down to the contact, and let them know, especially if there's one in your area, because they are yummy and they're not ridiculously expensive. If you're not drinking an alcoholic drink, you're looking at less than $20 a person for a buffet. So it's not bad. And I mean, that's with soda. So if it's with water, it's a little less. So yay, right? Anyway, if y'all would help me out with that, I contacted them and told them about Dr. McDougall. And I also asked them to mark their sauces as to whether or not they're vegan and what their fat content is. So, spread the word. Anyway, thank you, and may you be blessed upon your path. Bye.